So Java server pages syntax. So in this chapter we will discuss syntax in JSP and we will understand the basic use of symbol syntax, that is elements involved with the JSP development. So the elements of JSP. So elements of JSP are first scriptlet. So a scriptlet can contain any number of Java language statements, variable or method declarations or expressions that are valid in the page scripting language. So the syntax of scriptlet code fragment, and you can write the XML equivalent as JSP scriptlet code fragment. Then any text, HTML tags or JSP elements you write must be outside the scriptlet. So we have HTML head, title, hello world, title, head, body, hello world, and out.println, IP, your IP address, then request.get, remote address, then body HTML. So assuming that Apache Tomcat is installed in C, Apache Tomcat 7.0.2 and your environment is set up as environment setup. So let us keep the above code in JSP file hello.jsp and put this file in C Apache Tomcat 7.0.2/webapps/root directory and browse through the same using URL local http localhost 8080 hello.jsp. Then you will get the output hello world, your IP address. JSP declaration. So a declaration declares one or more variables or method that you can use in Java code later in JSP file, and you must declare the variable or method before you use it in JSP file. So syntax for JSP declaration, you can write the XML equivalent of JSP declaration, code fragment JSP declaration. JSP expression. JSP expression element contains a scripting language expression that is evaluated, converted to a string and inserted where the expression appears in the JSP file. And because the value of an expression is converted to a string, you can use an expression within a line of text whether or not it is tagged within HTML in a JSP file. And the expression element can contain any expression that is valid according to Java language specification, but you cannot use a semicolon to end an expression. Syntax of JSP expression, and you can write XML equivalent JSP expression. HTML head, title, comment, test, body, today's date, new java.util date to local string, body HTML. Then JSP comment. JSP comment marks test or statements that the JSP container should ignore, and the JSP comment is useful when you want to hide or comment out a part of a JSP page. So there are a small number of special constructs you can use in various cases to insert commands or characters that would otherwise be treated specially. Comment, JSP comment ignored by JSP engine, then an HTML comment ignored by browser, then represents static literal, then a single quote in an attribute that uses single quote, and a double quote that uses double quote. And JSP directive. So a JSP directive affects the overall structure of the servlet class, and it has the form directive attribute equal to value. There are three types of directive tag. Page defines page dependent attributes such as scripting language, error page and buffering requirements. Include includes a file during translation phase, and taglib declares a tag library containing custom actions used in page. Then JSP actions. JSP actions use constructs in XML syntax to control the behavior of servlet engine, and you can dynamically insert a file, reuse JavaBeans components, forward the user to another page, or generate HTML for the Java plugin. There is one syntax for action element as it conforms to XML standard, and action elements are basically predefined functions. And JSP includes a file at the time the page is requested. JSP usebean finds or instantiates a Java bean. JSP set property sets the property of a Java bean.